Hi there, my name is Destini and I am an IFBB Bikini Pro, professional bodybuilder, an online trainer, and a RipToned ambassador. RipToned and I have teamed up to bring you 10 exercises to shape and round those glutes that you can do either at home with minimal equipment or in the gym. Today I'll be demonstrating 5 of those exercises for you and helping you with some form and movement cues to get the most out of each movement. So without further ado, here we go. So the first exercise that I'll be demonstrating today is the squat. Now there are a million different variations of the squat that you can do, whether they be a barbell squat, cable squat, dumbbell squat. So today I'm going to demonstrate the wide stance dumbbell squat, specifically a Sumo Goblet squat. To do this movement, you'll want a wide stance with your toes slightly pointed out, and I will grab a dumbbell and put it under my chin so that I can go all the way down to the ground without the weight impeding my range of motion, coming back up by squeezing my glutes, not locking my legs out, and then going right back down. So this is how you do the Sumo Goblet squat. Full range of motion, like I said, not locking out at the top, just squeezing those glutes to get a really good glute contraction. This next exercise that I'll be demonstrating is the single leg deadlift. For any movements where I think that my grip may not be strong enough to get through all of my reps in a set because the weight is too heavy, I always go for my RipToned lifting straps. They really help add additional load that your grip may impede. And what we want is big glutes. We don't care about having a strong grip when it comes to this. So, like I said, straps are a must. Once my strap is on to do this movement, I'm going to be placing the majority of my weight in my planted foot, going down slowly by driving my hips out. The back leg will come up in a slightly bent position, and then I will use my glutes to drive back forward. It looks similar to a kind of a tick-tock, and it's okay if that back leg is bent, as long as we're getting that good glute contraction. And that is the single leg deadlift. The next exercise that I'll be demonstrating is the barbell hip thrust. You can do it without a barbell or with a dumbbell, without weight at all. You could use resistance bands, but again, my personal preference is with the barbell. In my opinion, the hip thrust is the best glute isolation movement, as you get a really hard contraction. You can put a lot of load on that bar once you're comfortable with it. So a few things to keep in mind here. When you're going throughout the movement, you want to keep your chin tucked so that your spine doesn't round throughout the movement, and you want to really just drive up using those glutes and have a good stance where your knees make a 90-degree angle so that you aren't getting too much quad or too much hamstring action, just right there in the glutes. You place the bar on your hips, and you place your back in a position where only your upper back is on the support. You want to make sure that the support isn't too high, or you're not going to be able to get that good 90-degree angle with your legs. So you push up, and then down, keeping that chin tucked. And that is the barbell hip thrust. Similar to the barbell hip thrust is the glute bridge. Now for this exercise, your back will be flat on the ground, and you don't necessarily need any additional equipment. But if you wanted to add a dumbbell into your weight for added resistance, it's always good to load up those glutes, because the glutes are the biggest muscle in the body. So for this, I'm going to be using a resistance band around my knees. This will allow me to have extra resistance where my knees are pushing out, which grows your upper glutes. So you get down on the ground, put your resistance band on, and you'll again want to make that 90-degree angle as close as possible with your knees. So make sure that you're on something padded. We're going to get close, and then we're going to go up, always driving those knees out and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Enough of these will give you a killer burn in those glutes. Finally, keeping with the resistance band will be the bent knee glute kickback. So we're gonna get back down on the ground for these, onto all fours, elbows and knees like you would do a plank position. And again, these can be done without anything, but I like to add the resistance band for extra tension in those glutes. And again, it will be placed around your knees and you'll drive that back leg up, really squeezing that driving glute. This is another move that you want to keep your chin tucked for. You don't want to have your head cocked back so we can keep that spine nice and flat. Drive that foot towards the ceiling and squeeze that glute. Keep your core tight like you would in a plank. Woo! And there you have it.